The fake image was not real, the harm was. Then the whole storefront got seized. This is the story of CFAKE.com and SOCFAKE.com, two domains the US government says were used to publish non-consensual sexual digital forgeries of famous women. Not stolen passwords, not ransomware, not a CVE with a dramatic logo. This one is about AI abuse, scale, and what happens when it is just fake, stops being an excuse. Here is the simple version. Authorities say these sites hosted thousands of digitally forged images and videos. The people shown were real. The content was not consensual. And according to the Justice Department, the people depicted included politicians, first ladies from multiple countries, royalty, journalists, TV presenters, athletes, entertainers, and others. The site was not just a dusty folder on the internet either. The Justice Department says users could browse by tags, including words like rape, forced, and degradation. That is the moment this stops sounding like weird internet trash and starts looking like an abuse platform. So what actually happened? In May 2025, the Takedown Act became law in the United States. The law targets non-consensual intimate images, including certain AI-generated sexual digital forgeries of identifiable adults. Then investigators followed a trail across borders. According to the Justice Department, Italy's postal and cybersecurity police brought the website to U.S. law enforcement's attention. U.S. investigators then shared evidence with French authorities through the Budapest Convention on Cybercrime. That gives this case a clear visual shape. Italy spots smoke, the United States follows paperwork, France makes an arrest, and the domains get stamped, seized. French authorities arrested a person in Nice on June 10, 2026, on French criminal charges. They also seized cryptocurrency, according to the Justice Department. The next day, U.S. authorities seized CFAKE.com and SOCFAKE.com. The Justice Department announced the action on June 12th. That is the confirmed spine of the story. Now we slow down, because the internet loves turning uncertainty into confetti. Secondary reports add bigger scale numbers, roughly 300,000 images, 7,000 videos, 14,000 depicted people, 200,000 user accounts, and about 4 million monthly views. Those numbers show the possible size of the operation. But the exact scope still needs primary confirmation. We do not know whether every number applies to CFAKE alone, both domains together, or some wider bucket of related activity. There is also a money question. One secondary source reported around $64,000 in Ether. Another reported a little more than $48,000 in Ethereum. Same general idea, different number. So the simple version is, cryptocurrency was seized, but the exact amount is unresolved, and there are other unknowns. We do not know the exact relationship between CFAKE.com and SOCFAKE.com. We do not know every operator. We do not know which tools, hosting providers, payment systems, or ad networks were used. We do not know whether all copies disappeared. That last part matters. A domain seizure is like closing a storefront. It can stop people walking through the front door. It does not prove every box in the back room vanished. It does not prove every customer forgot the address. And it definitely does not prove the factory tools stopped existing. That is why this case is not a clean, bad site gone, roll credits story. It is a story about turning real people's identities into content, scaling that harm, and hitting a visible distribution point. First, treat AI-generated abuse as real harm. Second, preserve evidence before takedown. Track aliases, mirrors, payments, hosting, ads, accounts, and upload patterns. AI abuse does not become harmless because the image is fake.